Angel Reese currently is in some hot water, man, firing shots at Camila Cardoso.
The inconsistencies in coverage when it comes to certain players in the league.
There's something going on with gambling in the WNBA.
Okay, this is crazy. Angel Reese just got called out big time after trashing her own teammates on live TV. She made some comments about who might or might not be around next season, and it blew up fast. This isn't just small drama, it's messing with her teammates and rocking the Chicago sky. Now everyone's watching to see if this feud could change the team's whole future.
Yeah, just play hard as hell these last 9 games. Give it your all, that's all you got. The game can be taken away from you at any time, so just maximize it. I'm sure that all of us are going to be on this team next year together.
And get this, Angel Reese's comments aren't just shaking up the Chicago sky, they're rocking the whole WNBA. This wasn't some random throwaway line. It was a straight-up bombshell that has fans buzzing, analysts guessing, and her locker room full of tension. At the center of it all is a growing clash between Angel Reese and Camila Cardoso. And let's be real, this isn't just a small rivalry, it's shaping up to be a full-blown saga that could lead to major roster shakeups.
The Chicago Sky have had an extremely disappointing 2025 season. I'm telling you right now, it was horrible.
But to really get why this is blowing up, we've got to step back. The Chicago Sky just went through a brutal 2025 season, finishing with a 13-27 record. Let's be real, that's one of the most disappointing runs we've seen in recent WNBA history.
Nailed their 2024 WNBA draft by getting standout center Camila Cardoso with the number 3 pick, snagging Angel Reese.
Expectations were sky high after the 2024 draft, when the Sky made some big moves. Camila Cardoso went 3rd overall, and Angel Reese was picked at number 7. Fans were hyped, thinking these two could completely flip the team's future. But here's the truth, reality hit hard. The season didn't just disappoint, it totally collapsed under inconsistent play, injuries, and obvious internal tension that even fans could feel watching from the sidelines.
You speak on the Sky roster change. If there has been one silver lining to the Sky 2025 season, is that Angel Reese took another step in her development and appears destined to become one of the league's elite.
In the middle of all this chaos, one player really stood out for the Chicago Sky in 2025, Angel Reese. She was everywhere, giving post-game interviews, trending in highlight reels, and even grabbing national coverage. She became one of the most talked-about players on a team that was falling apart. But you know how it goes, when the spotlight's that bright, the scrutiny gets even harsher.
In Chicago, as they get prepared to try to make a running man back in this thing, but I feel like that season is definitely over, so they got to get prepared for.
I mean, analysts started breaking down her every move, not just how she played, but also how she interacted with her teammates, especially Camila Cardoso. Remember her? The Sky's number 3 pick from the 2024 draft. Cardoso has been quietly grinding, averaging a steady 15.7 points and 8.1 rebounds a game. She's all about consistency, the kind of impact that doesn't always make highlight reels but is absolutely essential for winning games.
Camila Cardoso and her has been, from the outside looking in, definitely been having some situations going down.
Fans quickly noticed the contrast. Reese, with her flashy, high-profile style and non-stop media presence, was always in the spotlight grabbing headlines. Meanwhile, Cardoso's steady, efficient game earned her a quieter but deeply respected admiration. And that mix, rising stardom colliding with a quietly dominant teammate, set off endless chatter online. People couldn't stop asking if there was more going on behind the scenes.
Talking about her today in this whole situation with
Camila Cardoso in the mix, locker room dynamics instantly became a hot topic. Twitter lit up with debates, fans arguing about leadership roles and whether Reese's roster comments were actually subtle shots at Cardoso. What started as quiet speculation blew up into full-on conversations, complete with viral clips, memes, and endless breakdowns of every interaction between the two. Analysts are saying this isn't just personal drama either, it could seriously affect team chemistry, especially with the playoffs still barely in reach and the Sky scrambling to rebuild their identity after such a rough season.
Now, Angel Reese took it upon herself to speak about next year's, yes, I said it, next year's roster. And she let it be known, some of these people ain't going to be here next year, bruh.
So, what actually set off this whole controversy? It was Angel Reese's comments about next year's roster. She hinted that some teammates might not be back, saying the team could lose players and that everyone should appreciate the moment while they're still together. On the surface, it sounded like a reflective, maybe even heartfelt take on a tough season, right?
So I'm guessing many people were saying Angel Reese has fired shots at Camila Cardoso with those comments there. When did this go down, bro? Whoa, 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 whoa.
But here's the kicker, lots of people saw Reese's words as a subtle jab, almost a direct call-out. And the name on everyone's mind, Camila Cardoso. The media and social media jumped all over it, framing it like Reese was firing shots at her teammate. Every word got picked apart, and the timing made it even bigger. Think about it, the season just ended in disappointment, frustration was sky high, and everyone was already nervous about roster shakeups. In that moment, Reese's comments about maximizing the last 9 games and how things can be taken away at any moment didn't just sound reflective, they felt like a warning. When she added that not everyone might be on the team next year, the dual message, focus on now, but prepare for change, came off as incredibly pointed, especially toward Cardoso. The online reaction exploded instantly. Fans debated non-stop over whether Reese was really criticizing Cardoso's play, her role, or if it was just a general statement taken the wrong way. Analysts quickly piled on, pointing out how Reese's comments could wreck team chemistry, strain player relationships, and even shift the Sky's entire off-season strategy. Now that the dust is settling on a rough 2025 season, all eyes are on what this means for Angel Reese, Camila Cardoso, and the Chicago Sky. Her remarks weren't just casual words, they were a statement that has everyone on high alert. With major roster changes on the horizon and fans glued to every move, the next chapter for the Sky is wide open, and the tension Reese sparked is likely to play a huge role in shaping it.
Yeah, I mean, I've had a relationship with her probably for over a year now. She's been having my back through everything, and it's just great to have a legend that has done so many great things for New York and see her name on the ground, on the court, and I just admire everything that she does, and she continues to show up for me, and I just appreciate it.
Now let's dig into the real drama, the undeniable tension between Angel Reese and Camila Cardoso. On the court, you can practically feel it. Reese has been turning into one of the WNBA's most talked about forwards, always in the spotlight for her strength, skill, and big personality.
I think I just try to inspire myself after Angel. She's a great rebounder, so I just try to go out there and do the same thing.
Meanwhile, Camila Cardoso has been quietly, but consistently, putting in the work, making big plays, hitting her numbers, and reminding everyone why she was the number 3 pick. Some fans even argue that her efficiency, sharp post footwork, and smart decision-making have outshined Reese in key areas of the game. Yet, it's Reese who keeps getting the headlines, the interviews, and the highlight reels. That gap has fans debating non-stop. Is it Reese's larger-than-life personality, Cardoso's quiet professionalism, or just the way the media chooses to spotlight certain stars?
It's time for me to be a little bit more demonstrative in my actions.
And here's the thing, this tension isn't happening in a vacuum. A big part of it comes from the uncertainty around roster changes and the shaky future of the team as a whole. So when Reese hinted that some teammates might not be back next season, it didn't land like a throwaway comment. It sounded like a blaring signal. Sky fans instantly started connecting the dots, and the speculation went into overdrive.
I think I did a great job. Shout out to my teammates.
Now,
Some people are convinced Reese was subtly, or maybe not so subtly, calling out Cardoso, whether she meant to or not. Others say it's just the reality of the league's competitiveness. You've got 2 talented forwards, both ambitious, both fighting to cement themselves as the face of the team. Leadership plays a big role, too. Reese, with her massive media presence, naturally pulls all the attention. Cardoso, on the other hand, keeps her head down and lets her game speak for itself. Put that dynamic on top of a brutal 13-27 season, and you've got a volatile mix that's perfect fuel for non-stop speculation.